There's a new whiskey in town, one that embodies the strength and character of our people, that dares to do it our own way. Crafted by a master distiller to create something uniquely Australian. Ned, Australian whiskey.
If you believe in it, then anything is possible.
With thanks to our sponsors, Julie and James at Burleigh Heads, Racecentre is proud to announce that we'll be giving away this Supercars Limited Edition Pulsar watch to the winner of our 2020 V8 League season. The special watch features include chronograph function, stainless steel hard-coated case with black pattern leather strap and red stitching, date, calendar and 100 meters water resistant. Once again, we'd like to thank our friends at Julie and James. Okay, welcome back ladies and gentlemen. We're just about to start race 1 of 3 here at New Zealand, Pukekohe. The boys have got 36 seconds to grid up. Okay, we can see them lining up now. Okay, so once they roll off, we've got about a minute before they roll back to the grid. Got Jake Elder at the back, and I'll run through the grid. Might do that now as we wait for the boys. Okay, so on P1 it was defending champion Daniel Opedasano. Next to him, James Delaney pipping Thomas Foster in P3 right at the last minute, and we've got Chris McLennan, championship leader at the moment in P4. Scott Flack will be starting on the third row in P5. Next to him, Harrison Tebb, and we've got Jake Elder, Scott Nolan, and then Scott Stancliffe, Braxton Stancliffe, father and son combo, and Peter Foster in P11. Okay, so that's the starting order. We'll watch them run around and re-grid, ready for the start of race 1, 15 laps. Run ball with Jake Elder at the moment. Coming around with a couple corners to go, gridding up now. We can see the grid setting. Jake Elder racing with us from Entertainment Park in Bankstown. Okay, we'll go back up the front, watch the grid. You can see the two Entertainment Park CSR cars on the left hand side. That's the clean side of the track, so watch out for Tom Foster getting a good jump on James Delaney. There we go, they're off and running. James Delaney getting a cracking start, almost jumping Daniel Opedasano on the line, and he's taken the grid, but will he have the position for the next turn? He's wanting to force it, but he's slotted in just behind Daniel. And Chris McLennan's got the jump on Foster as well. We've got Scott Flack behind Foster, then it's Harrison Tebb, Jake Elder, Scott Stancliffe, Peter Foster, Scott Nolan and Braxton rounding out your top 11. Go back up the front. Chris McLennan up the inside of James Delaney, forcing the issue. 2 Mustangs. Someone's just gone straight through there. That looks like Harrison Tebb. The others have caught in a line. It's very short circuit. Not much braking opportunity. Harrison Tebb falling back into P6. Probably losing position, running off there. So I've got Daniel Opedasano retaining in the front. Bring us round for lap 1. Chris McLennan, great start from him. James Delaney and Thomas Foster, your top 4. Scott Flack closely behind, not too far behind there. Oh, battle up the front, it's getting tight now. Chris McLennan coming up the inside, but he's going to disrupt his run down the main straight. And you can see Opedasano retaining P1, but I reckon Chris McLennan's going to go for it up the inside. Oh, there he goes, he's trying. Watch the quarter panel of Opedasano, he gets the job done. There he is, so you can see them side by side. Not too sure who's going to get the better position. Chris is going up the inside, Daniel's just run wide there. Oh, Chris McLennan, that looks like 28, that's Opedasano right behind him, coming onto the main straight. It's Chris McLennan. Great job from P4. He's set a fastest lap of the race as well with a 1 minute flat, 0.853. She takes us into turn 2, 3 and 4. Foster's tilling P4 at the moment. Scott Flack and Jake Elder doing a great job, but we've got a spinner at the back. I think that was Peter Foster, unfortunately. Go back up the front. Oh, Scott Flack just locking up into the turn at the end of the main straight. You can see the track really glossing up now, gripping up for these boys. Your front 5 drivers are within 1 second of each other, making it really... Oh, Scott Flack posting the fastest lap of the race with a 1 minute .214. I've got Scott Stancliffe in the Red Bull, currently circulating P6 at the moment. Scott Nolan in the Cool Drive doing a good job in P7 at the moment. Trying to get used to these V8s, especially under race pace. It's not easy, you've got to really look after your tyres. James Delaney dropping down the back. Uncharacteristic mistake, which is seen him getting tangled up, and he's back in P9 at the moment. Harrison Tebb back in P10 after his run off at the end of the back straight. It looks like Braxton Stancliffe's DNF, so hopefully he gets back in time for the second race tonight. We're on board with Thomas Foster. And we can see him on driver cam on the insert. That's Thomas Foster in P3, Scott Flack right behind him in P4. You can see how Tom never gets phased. He's quite cool, calm and collected. Smooth inputs on the steering wheel. That's why you always see him up the front. Very good on his tyres as well. See if we can get a close-up of his screen. I think he's going for a beer. There he goes. He's going for his drink down the main straight. Exciting stuff. We'll go back. Scott Flack giving a bit of a nudge on the inside. As he's no time for Tom to get that drink. He better put it back down if he's going to defend against Scott Flack in P4, and Jake's coming up the back as well. You see Jake eating up through the field here. He started way back, but he's Up into P5. This is good for him. Chris McLennan still out in front with a 0.3 second gap ahead of Daniel Opedisano for CSR Entertainment Park. We've got 10 laps to go, this 15 lap race. Chris McLennan from P4 doing a great job. So we can see the gains and losses here. Chris McLennan, one of the biggest improvers, and unfortunately James Delaney, one of the ones that lost the most positions in P6. Jake Elder on the back of Scott Flack now, and that as Harrison Tev gets a penalty. Not too sure if he come out of pit lane there. He did come through pit lane, so I'd say he's copped a penalty for pit entry. It's easy to do. So we can see the tyres selected, Nolan, Foster and Delaney down the back on hards, and the front runners on softs at the moment. Oh, Harrison just getting the tail out there, but Chris McLennan still holding firm out front. Got Opedisano at the back. Really trying to stay up the exhaust pipe for Chris McLennan. He's trying to go up the inside, but Chris has blocked the entry. It's pretty even coming out of the hairpin as they get ready for the main straight. This whole sequence very important to maximise top speed down the main straight, as Chris McLennan's going to hit over 250 at 260 kilometres an hour. So we see that that's how close Opedisano is. Will he make a lunge for it on under braking? Oh, he definitely gained some time on the road through this section here. But he's got the exit. This looks like your closest battle on track at the moment. He's trying everything he can to get on the back of Chris McLennan up front. Tom Foster still in P3. That's Tom Foster there, P3 at the moment. Further back, Scott Flack and Jake Elder. Jake Elder, oh, Scott just goes wide there. Oh, getting up the inside. See Jake on the back. You can see Scott in the windscreen of Jake Elder's driver cam. They're smoking up in front of Jake. He's trying to go around. Will he get the job done? Not on that corner, but looks like Scott's really smoking up his fronts, locking up the insides. Jake doing a good job to look after his tyres. You can see Scott going wide there. And Jake's getting the job done, moving up in a P4 at the moment. Chris McLennan's, he's just getting wide. That might cost him down the end of the straight here. We'll stay with these guys as we'll see if that's actually the case. Looks like Chris is getting a better launch out of the corners. Daniel really putting Chris under a lot of pressure now, seeing if Chris will crack. of the main straight. He might try it here. They might drop a gear. 4th gear just to get the car to turn. Once the tyres start to get old, they'll use the gearbox to get the car to turn in a bit better. Oh, getting a good run through here. Obadasano just happy to sit there. He's got 5 laps to go. He can do a Valentino Rossi and just wait for his time on the last lap. So Chris doesn't have a chance to come back at him, but they go down the main straight. And this is for the lead. Quickly go through. Oh, it's hard to leave this battle. It's the closest one on field at the moment. Scott Flack and Scott Nolan both in the pits for tyres. So unless the other boys are looking after their tyres, you'll probably see them coming in the pit soon as well. Obadasano just running wide there, trying to look after his fronts. Very hard on the front left, that hairpin. Especially this section there, high speed turns. Really putting pressure and burning up those boots. The Dunlop softs at the moment. Yeah, the 2 front runners are all on softs in the top 4. Everyone going to hards. Looks like James Delaney's cutting back through the field now that he's on hards. We'll go back to Tom Foster because he's got Scott Flack behind him. That doesn't make sense unless Flack's coming to the pits. He's in P7, so we've got Delaney. Delaney up into P5 now on hards. If the other guys pit, watch James take up some more positions and move his way back up to the front of the field. Maybe that was a smart choice from him, an early pit for him to get on the hard compound. Scott Flack's back in P7, Scott Nolan right next to him in the cool drive entry. Got Harrison Tebb on softs again. So Stancliffe have dropped out. Not too sure if that's an internet issue or not. They're racing with us from New Zealand. Probably just around the corner from the real track, to be honest, but they're racing with us tonight for the first time, or at least Braxton is. Go back up the front now with 3 laps to go. It looks like a 4-way battle. Chris has just dropped off. Foster's come through. Take P2, and that's dropped Chris McClellan back into P3 at the moment. A little mistake. Maybe he's really got to look after his tyres here. He's only got 3 laps to go. It's Team Entertainment Park, CSR out the front with Daniel Obadasano, Thomas Foster. And Chris McLennan dropping a further 2.5 back. There's Thomas Foster in P2 driver cam. He was obviously sitting back, letting everyone else burn up their tyres, because now he's coming through the field. We'll see how much Daniel burnt trying to defend or regain the front of the P1. But Tom's looking quite strong at the moment. See if he goes for another beer. Come on, Tom, it's the main straight. This is your opportunity. I guess he's really thinking about P1 at the moment. He'll save the drink for after he wins. There's the 2 teammates up front, Chris McClellan and Jake Elder, racing with us from Entertainment Park up in P4. He'll be happy with that result if he holds that out for another lap. So it looks like the front 2 are the closest ones, battling it out for the lead. Chris McClellan still keeping with them, but not enough to gain any. He's got Scott Flack behind him, but Flack's back in P7 at the moment, so he doesn't have to worry about that for position. I can see on Jake Elder's left side, he's really burning up the tyres. He's only got 30% tread left to go. But it's Obadasano and Tom Foster in P1 and 2. Peter Foster moving himself back up into P6 as well. And he's coming up to the back of... oh, that's not for position. I think Scott Nolan's further lap down. But we'll go back up the front. Last lap of the race. got to get through the hairpin. No problems there. So it's Daniel Opedasano taking the checkered flag. Right behind him, Tom Foster. Then it's Chris McLennan. We've got Jake Elder crossing the line for P4. James Delaney. He's got a couple of corners to go. He's still at the hairpin. Okay, so James Delaney still in P5, got to come around and collect the checkered flag across the start finish line. Congrats to James Delaney after not a good result for him, but after that early incident he's fought back really hard. So too Peter Foster in P6. Scott Flack unfortunately had to pit for his tyres, finishing in P7. Scott Nolan came in for a set which pushed him back. Harrison Tebb finishing in P9. Scott Stancliffe in P10 and Braxton in P11. Okay, so the finishing order: Daniel Opedasano P1, Thomas Foster P2, Chris McClellan, Jake Elder, good result from him. James Delaney P5, Peter Foster, Scott Flack, Scott Nolan, Harrison Tebb, Scott Stancliffe, and Braxton Stancliffe had a bit of issues early on there. So we're going to go to a commercial break. We're going to set up race 2 for you guys, and we'll be back after these.
To distill it to create something uniquely Australian. Ned, Australian whiskey.
If you believe in it, then anything is possible.
With thanks to our sponsors, Jewellery on James at Burleigh Heads, Racecentre is proud to announce that we'll be giving away this Supercars Limited Edition Pulsar watch to the winner of our 2020 V8 League season. The special watch features include chronograph function, stainless steel hard-coated case with black pattern leather strap and red stitching, date, calendar and 100 meters water resistant. Once again, we'd like to thank our friends at Jewellery on James.
There's a new whiskey in town, one that embodies the strength and character of our people, that dares to do it our own way. Crafted by a master distiller to create something uniquely Australian. Ned, Australian whiskey.
If you believe in it, then anything is possible.
With thanks to our sponsors, Jewellery on James at Burleigh Heads, Racecentre is proud to announce that we'll be giving away this Supercars Limited Edition Pulsar watch to the winner of our 2020 V8 League season. The special watch features include chronograph function, stainless steel hard-coated case with black pattern leather strap and red stitching, date, calendar and 100 meters water resistant. Once again, we'd like to thank our friends at Jewellery on James.
There's a new whiskey in town, one that embodies the strength and character of our people, that dares to do it our own way. Crafted by a master distiller to create something uniquely Australian. Ned, Australian whiskey.
If you believe in it, then anything is possible.
With thanks to our sponsors, Jewellery on James at Burleigh Heads, Racecentre is proud to announce that we'll be giving away this Supercars Limited Edition Pulsar watch to the winner of our 2020 V8 League season. The special watch features include chronograph function, stainless steel hard-coated case with black pattern leather strap and red stitching, date, calendar and 100 meters water resistant. Once again, we'd like to thank our friends at Jewellery on James.
There's a new whiskey in town, one that embodies the strength and character of our people, that dares to do it our own way. Crafted by a master distiller to create something uniquely Australian. Ned, Australian whiskey.
If you believe in it, then anything is possible.